Morning everyone. How are we all doing? Are we alright? I need to put this camera down somewhere. The old log burner on. Let's put a bit more coal on it. Lovely that log burner, it lasts all night. I don't know if everyone's burning wood out there or they've just put their burners on, but a second ago they were all smoking up, so I presume they've just put a bit of kindling on and got their fires going again. The Bosley doesn't need to do that. She's a good old girl. So, what happened? What bloody happened last time? Well, let me sort out the camera and I'll come back to you with that and a little story. Hello people, how are we doing? I just thought I'd do a little update video about what's been going down. So, currently I am moored up in the Pound just after Marsworth, so come down to London. Had a bit of fun on the Aylesbury Arm. I had my boat moored up in Broughton Locks, not sure how you pronounce it, and essentially something happened to it. I'm not quite sure what, but the chimney's now gone, and I'm not sure, but I suspect some diesel's missing too. So I found the diesel return pipe was hanging off as well, which I can't imagine has rolled itself loose. It's on like a little brass, I don't know, like olive fitting or whatever you call them, compression fitting. So I'm not sure if they've tried to untie the ropes or something and get the petrol out, and when they've done that, maybe it's gone in the trees and knocked the chimney off. I don't know really. But needless to say, it wasn't ideal because of course that weekend it was absolutely slamming it down with rain pretty much a whole weekend. I forget it's just some storm Callum or something. So yeah, that was a bit problematic. So I sort of rushed up to Marsworth just to get off the Aylesbury. I think I'd done about 6 hours that day. I was pretty knackered. And then when I got to Aylesbury, when I got to Marsworth, I literally just moored up. I stuck me mooring pins in, and some guy comes up to me, and he approached me at the lock because he was worried about water levels, because he said his boat was grounding out. He thought someone might be tampering with the lock, so I had a chat with him at the lock and then moored up next to him. He told me there's some moorings up there, which was handy of him. Thank you very much, mate. And he went to show me his engine. I went on board his boat and his battery was flat, so I ended up bowling over to my car to get me starter pack. Still couldn't seem to get it running on that. But I explained to him what he needed to do, just take the cable off of the start battery and put it on one of the leisure batteries which are full up, just give it a crank over, get the engine running, and then reconnect the wiring and stuff and recharge it all. But I'm not sure if he actually got it done or not. I don't think he did. He's not on there. I've not seen him for like days and days now, so I don't know what he's up to. So yeah, that was all a bit of an ordeal, and I didn't. By the time I actually got back on the boat, I was even more shattered, and it was pretty much dark as well. So I still hadn't sorted out like any of the things I needed to sort out when I moored up, like stern gland and clearing up a bit of excess water and stuff like that. It just ended up rushing around trying to do it all in the dark. Kicked over. Well, I didn't kick over. I knocked a can of beer off the side up here. Pretty much the whole can went all down on the floor down here somewhere. Luckily, into the carpet, I guess. Then I kicked over another barrel of water down there somewhere. So that was 2 things kicked over. What else happened? God knows, it was just one of them nights. It was just rushing too much. It's getting dark quicker now, so it's a little bit more sort of problematic, I guess you could say. But yeah, it was alright. It was all good. Just busy. So onwards from that. I'm moored up by a car park at the moment. Just so tomorrow I've got Chris, the chimney man, coming along. He's the guy from the Cruising the Cut video series. Chris done that Cruising the Cuts chimney on his boat, so it looked like a good job. And he comes to your boat and does it by your boat, so I thought that'd be a good idea. I'll get that done. I wanted to get a new chimney anyway, but it just sort of forced me hand, which is a bit annoying because it's a few quid, but could do without. Oh, such is life, I suppose, isn't it? So yeah, I'm going to get the new chimney sorted. I'll get a chain on it and padlock it on and make sure no one can bloody get the thing on and off. It's not been too bad. Luckily it's not rained since the first weekend. It was a bit annoying. I've got a few stains that have come down inside our pipe, so I have to do something about tidying that up. I don't know, maybe a wire brush or something. Cruising the Cut. Don't know what you've done with yours, or might even just paint over it. It needs a new seal at the bottom as well. I bought some new seal for it, which I still haven't done. So I could tighten it up a little bit, just finish it off. Also I need to put a bit of copper up the top. I'm not sure if I showed you. I'm pretty sure I showed it before, but if you look at the top of it, that white section, that's like the heat-proof plasterboard up the top. There's like so many bit of copper beaten into it. It should be nice. I think that'll finish it off quite nicely in that little corner. Excuse me. So yeah, other than that, it's quite a nice area here, right by a reservoir. Massive reservoir. Well, I think it's 3 reservoirs in all. One's Marsworth, one's Stanthorpe or something like that. I couldn't say without looking at the map, but big old reservoirs full of birds and wildlife and bird watchers, and I think there's a few like hides and stuff on there. You can sit and have a look. That's quite nice over there. You've got the Angler's Arms as well, just round the corner. So it's a lovely little pub. Do good food. Massive sausage rolls which they heat up for you on the bar. They're nice. Nice friendly pub. Got a big aviary outside as well and a parrot inside. The guy's obviously into his birds. But yeah, I don't know what to say other than that. Not really had a chance to do much videos, so I keep forgetting like the video holder thing, like the little magnet, or Ellesbury. Coming back up the Ellesbury, I wanted to do the lock flight, or staircase, lock staircase, whatever they're called. But by the time I got there I was pretty tired, and because it had been sort of, it wasn't raining that day, but it was just really damp. It's sort of that really fine coarse moisture in the air everywhere, so all the floor was soaking wet. So walking around all the locks and all the grass, my shoes were absolutely soaking. And I was trying to like go along the edges of the locks on the concrete bits, but it's just unavoidable. You just get soaking feet, so I think I need to sort out a bit better footwear really. But that was another thing that after I'd moored up at Marsworth and that guy started chatting to me and I was helping him out, and I still had soaking wet feet and it was still dark, and by the time I got onto my boat it was just like, God, sorry mate, I've got to go and get on my boat, change my socks and my shoes because I'm walking around with 2 booties. I don't need to be. But yeah, it's alright. So I think that's about it really. People going by. Quite a busy little spot here. A lot of people walking around the reservoir, and there's a little tea room down there as well. They do lovely bacon rolls. Get a well done bacon roll in there. Bloody lovely, I tell ya. So it's another boat that I know moored up just up to camera right, my left. Let's see if I can show you it. It's quite a unique boat. See the one on the far left? I think it's one of 2 possibly that are built for one of the boat shows in Olympia in London, and one had a flat back and one had a pointed bow, and that is the only pointed bow one. Might have been 3, I'm not sure, but see the birds flying over the reservoir there. The sun's so bright today as well. Yeah, it's a lovely little boat. If I get a chance, I might walk up and have a chat with him. Oh, I've not seen him for a few weeks. Last time I saw him, pardon me, I've been down by Triple Locks, I can't remember now. Soulbury, 3 Locks. Could have been. There's a few little pubs around there along that section which are quite similar. I keep sort of forgetting I've been in so many bloody pubs recently. I feel like I'm travelling the UK pub network via the canal. It's brilliant. Trying different bits of food, get some nice fresh ciders. Gotta love a bit of cider, especially on a day like this. You've been on the water all day and tired, and you just want to drink and have a nice crisp dry cider. Ooh, delightful. So yeah, a few more shouts to people that I think I forgot. Country House Gentleman, Minimalist. These are just other channels to check out for narrowboating. Narrowboat Experience, Cruising the Cart, London Boat Girl, so yeah, I think I'll leave it there because I'm just nattering about a load of nonsense now. I shall enjoy Marsworth, and I'll speak to you all guys soon. It's Jules the petrol boat, fuel boat, coal boat, paraffin boat, whatever you want to call it. Lovely. Look at them old girls. I'll wait there.